It's late at night in Rangxi's boudoir of the Grand Master's mansion. Only a candle flickers. I'm sitting in front of the dresser, fingertips pinching half a piece of blue and white. I was 15 years old. Ning Zhen stuffed it for me in the alley behind the school. The edge of the jade pendant is shining brightly. Western characters engraved with the recklessness of adolescence. Miss, the hot water is ready. I'm going to Im Palace tomorrow. It's time to rest. Jade beads came in with a copper basin. The water vapor covered her sideburns. My fingertips trembled. The jade pendant fell on the gold-painted dresser. Make a crisp sound. Ying Shanhong, who did not return to the mountain that year, the mountains suddenly and flames are red like a burning fire. Ning Zhen stood in the sea of flowers and said something with a smile. I will bring you here every year from now on. But now, by his side, there is already Miss Yin who wears a red dress to sacrifice. I hurriedly shoved the jade pendant into the depths of the drawer. The muffled sound of the wooden box colliding is like a wake-up call to yourself. It's all over. I pretended to be calm. Make my bed. Yushu put down the copper basin and looked at me, hesitant to say. In the end, he quietly backed out. Candlelight reflects my face in the mirror. The loneliness in my eyes can't be hidden. Wedding night. In the wedding room of the palace, red candles are burning brightly. Candle tears flow down the candles like coagulated blood. I'm wearing a bright red wedding dress embroidered with benzilium. Sitting on the quilt. The skirt hangs on the ground and doesn't even dare to move. The door creaked and was pushed open. She walked in with the smell of alcohol. A few pieces of fallen plums were stained on his drinking jug and brocade robe. The wine rattled softly in the jug. Don't be so tight. He had a casual smile on the corner of his mouth. Our marriage is just to deal with your mother and my mother. I won't touch you. Although there is drunkenness in his eyes, but not at all light. Fingertips clutching skirts. I whispered, I know, it just seems like a dream all the time. After all, 3 months ago, still praying for Ning Zhen in the temple hoping for his safe return. Cooking took the glasses from the table and filled them with wine. Dream or wake. You get by. And he offered me a glass of wine. A glass of wine and brocade. Let's have a happy cooperation. I hesitated to take it. Fingertips touched his fingertips. They both paused. When you drink up, the spiciness of the wine made the tip of my nose turn red. The eye sockets are also hot. This is my new life. A life unrelated to Ning Zhen. The next morning, I was awakened by birdsong outside the window. When he opened his eyes, Qi was no longer Only the quilt on the outside of the bed is still a little warm. Yushu came in with toiletries and said with a smile, Miss. The maid of the palace said that the prince went to the study early in the morning. He also specially asked the kitchen to make your favorite osmanthus cake. After getting up to freshen up, she followed Yushu to the front hall. Porridge and crispy osmanthus cake on the table, and a few dishes of stir-fried vegetables. Cooking is not there. Only one old nanny was there to serve. Miss Rong said that he still has something to do. Let you eat first. The old mammy smiled kindly. I picked up a piece of osmanthus cake and took a bite. But it didn't taste good. While eating, footsteps came from outside the door. She walked in wearing a moon-white brocade holding a picture book in hand. It seems that the cooking skills of the palace are still to your liking. And he sat down across from me. Opened the flower book at will. Thank you for your trouble. I put down my chopsticks and saluted obediently. She looked up at me. Raise your eyebrows. Don't call me prince. Listen to the book. Just call me Chuyi. After all, we're going to act for outsiders. He paused. To see. He added that there is no need to be so formal in the palace. Do whatever you want. No one dares to stop you. I nod my head. I'm still a little uneasy. In this strange palace, I feel like an intruder. I don't know how to deal with myself. The third day of staying in the palace, I finally dared to wander around the palace. The back garden is huge, planted a lot of flowers. The spring sun is warm. Through willow branches and leaves on the stone road, falling mottled shadows. When you go to the gazebo, I saw Chuyi reclining on a bamboo recliner, holding a yellow picture book in his hand. Fascinated. He would laugh from time to time, startled the sparrow under the eaves. It interrupted my train of thought. Chuyi, I hesitated to step forward. He looked up at me, closed the picture book. He patted the stone stool beside him. Come and sit, I'll sit next to him. His eyes fell on the book in his hand. The cover says chasing his wife with the divorced queen crematorium. The ink still has a bit of newness. What is this? She handed over the words. You see, it is written that the male protagonist was angry with the female protagonist. The story of chasing the heroine. He added with a smile, look how similar this male protagonist is to your general. I turned to pages. I saw the male protagonist treat the female protagonist with a new fingertips jerked. Hastily closed the text, and I stood up. What nonsense. I don't miss him anymore. Chuyi raised his eyebrows and stared at my reddish ears. Oh, that last time at the West Street hairpin stall. He was staring at the backs of Ning Zhen and Miss Yan. Eyes are red. I panicked. The skirt sweeps the silk orchid on the stone bench. The spool rolled. I was fascinated by the sand, and I turned and I ran. Chuyi's laughter came from behind, like a feather gently scratching the heart. Back to the room, and the more I thought about it, he took up the embroidery bandage to distract himself, but the stitches are always crooked. After embroidering for a long time, not even a decent peach blossom was embroidered. Don't be angry. Yushu passed a cup of tea. The prince is poor. No bad heart. I took the tea and took a sip. The anger in my heart subsided a little. In fact, Chuyi is right. Last time at the hairpin stall, I did stare at Ningzhen and Miss Yen for a long time. Miss Yen bought the red plum hairpin bought by Ningzhen. The smile is as bright as the spring sun. That's what I'd never looked like in front of Ningzhen. In a daze, there was a knock on the door. Rongxi, are you there? It's Chuyi's voice. I hardly hid the embroidered bandages behind me. Get up and open the door. Chuyi stood at the door, a stack of silk threads in hand. I heard you like embroidery. I sent someone to the embroidery shop to buy some silk thread. Look at the colorful threads in his hands. The gas just now is completely gone. Thank you, Chuyi. I took the silk thread and whispered. Chuyi smiled. By the way, there is a jockey club in the palace. I'll take you tomorrow. I hesitated, nodded in agreement. Maybe going out for a walk can help me let go of the past completely. The night before the jockey club, I searched through the closet and couldn't find anything suitable. The previous clothes were either too plain or too delicate. I always feel that it is not suitable to go to the palace. Why don't I go and tell the tailor of the palace? Let him make one overnight. Yushu looked at my worried appearance and suggested. I shake my head. No, it's too much trouble. While talking, there was a knock on the door. Chuyi walked in, holding a brocade box in hand. I'm guessing you don't have the right clothes. Someone prepared one for you. He opens the brocade box. Inside is an aqua green brocade dress. Neckline and cuffs embroidered with twisted lotus. Exquisite yet generous. I'm a little surprised. I didn't expect him to be so thoughtful. Chuyi passed me the brocade box and tried. I think the size should fit you. I went into the inner room with the brocade box. Put on your dress and look in the mirror. It fits perfectly. Aqua green complements my fair complexion. The beauty of the cicada branch lotus also when leaving gentle. The inner chamber in front of Chuyi. Yulian really looks good. Fits better than I thought. My cheeks are slightly red. Thank you quietly. I will meet a lot of people tomorrow. Can't lose the face of our palace. But I always feel the smile in his eyes is not just as simple as acting. Chuyi and I went to the palace in a carriage. The racetrack was packed with people, one after another. Very lively. A ball of silver and white shark yarn hangs like on the high cloud in the wind. Exceptionally conspicuous. That's shark yarn. I pointed at the dragon shark and asked curiously. Chuyi nodded. Today's jockey prize. Whoever wins can bring the dragon shark home. I heard that the dragon shark is used to make skirts. It's very cool to wear in summer. If you like it, I'll go get it back for you. I grabbed his cuff. White fingertips. Don't go. Ningzhen is here too. His horsemanship is so good. You can't beat him. I don't want to kill. Yesterday I heard Ningzhen was going to the jockey club. Also with Miss Yan. Chuyi patted my hand. Turn around and get on the horse. He is wearing a cyan brocade robe and unfolds in the wind. Like a butterfly spreading its wings. Don't worry, I have a clue. He smiled at me. A crippled horse belly. The horse rushed out. I stood there. Heart is always hanging. After the horse race begins, Ningzhen's dark horse rushed to the front from the beginning. Chuyi's white horse fell behind. Everyone around is cheering for Ningzhen. I clench my handkerchief. Palms are sweaty. Halfway through, Chuyi suddenly swung the whip. The white horse rushed forward like crazy. Ningzhen turned around and wanted one step late. Chuyi stretched out his hand to reach for the hydrangea. Horse stumbled. He fell hard to the ground, but clutching the hydrangea. Chuyi, I ran over like crazy. Squat beside him. Orbital redness. Are you stupid? For a piece of mortar, I don't want my life. Chuyi grinned. Bloodshot from the corner of the mouth. Hand over the hydrangea and get it to make a skirt for you. The sun shines. The smile on her face. More dazzling than the proud sand on the high platform. Chuyi was carried back to the palace after being injured. The imperial doctor said he needs to rest for a month. I take medicine and water every day to take care of his diet. Not boring at all. This morning, I just handed the medicine bowl to Chuyi. I heard the voice of the maid outside the door. Miss, General Ning is here. Sent to visit the prince. The medicine bowl in my hand shook. Sprinkled the concoction a little. Burned on fingertips but feel nothing. Chuyi glanced at me. If you don't want to see it, don't see it. I let him go. No, let me take a deep breath. Put down the medicine bowl. Always face what should be faced. When you get to the door, Ningzhen wears the general's armor, holding a mahogany gift box in his hand. Standing under the stone steps. He sees me. Eyes are bright. It goes dark again quickly. I heard that Chuyi was injured. I'm here to visit. No need. I'll block the door sideways. Cold voice. He's fine. Don't bother General Ronan. What else does Ningzhen want to say? Miss Yin walked out from behind him. He is wearing a red coat. Yung knife tied around waist. Smile gently. Dragon girl, don't be so angry. We're just kind. Look at that poor knife. I remember the scene at the city gate 3 years ago. He came on horseback, flamboyant, like yin shan hung everywhere. Instantly took Ningzhen's eyes away. It was like a needle in my heart, but more determined. I understand. Please come back. And I walked in. Slammed the door shut. Behind the door, I'm leaning against the door. Listening to the sound of Ningzhen's footsteps outside the door. Fingertips finally stopped shaking. It's not that hard to let go. When I returned to Chuyi's bedroom, he is leaning against the head of the picture book in hand, but didn't see it. There was worry in his eyes. Nothing. I went over and I picked up the medicine bowl. It's time for medicine. Chuyi frowned and turned to one side. It's bitter. I don't drink, I sighed hopelessly. Pulled a gold-colored candy jar out of his arms. That was yesterday. I asked Yushu to buy it. It contains osmanthus candy. Drink the medicine and give you candy. And I put the candy to his mouth. Chuyi stared at the sugar. Open your mouth obediently and drink the medicine. Just after drinking, he suddenly bit my fingertip. I exclaimed. Hastily withdraw your hand. He still has teeth marks on his fingertips. Chuyi, I am angry and ashamed. Cheek redness. Who is teasing you to make you always have a straight face? He smiled slyly. Eyes full of smiles. I glared at him, but still put candy in his mouth. Look at him satisfied with sugar. The corner of my mouth can't help but tip. When I turn to wash the medicine bowl, it feels like I've been soaked in warm water. Soft. It turns out that it feels good for someone to act like a spoiled child. Chuyi's appetite had been poor since his injury. This day I look at the food on the table that had barely moved. I'm a little anxious. Yushu, I want to go to the kitchen. Can you make Chuyi something he likes to eat? Yushu was stunned for a moment. Then nod. Miss, I'll accompany you. The kitchen in the palace is very large. The stove is wiped clean. All kinds of ingredients are neatly arranged. The chef saw me come in and hurriedly saluted. Miss Rong, why are you here? I want to make something to eat for the prince. Can you teach me? I smiled and said. The chef was flattered. Not quickly. Certainly. What does the lady want to do? He likes to eat noodles. Teach me how to cook noodles. I remember what Chuyi said last time. He used to eat his mother's noodles when he was a kid. The chef patiently taught me to make poached eggs under boiling water. I always get the heat wrong at first. The noodles are too soft. The poached eggs are also scattered. Tried several times. Finally cooked a bowl of decent noodles. Noodle power. Poached eggs are complete. There are still a few pieces of vegetables floating in the soup. When he walked into Chuyi's bedroom with a face, he was leaning against the bed in a daze. What do you smell? He looked up at me with surprise in his eyes. I'll cook it for you. Try the noodles. And I put it in front of him. Chuyi picked up the chopsticks and tasted it. Eyes light up. It tastes better than what the cook in the kitchen cooks. He eats fast. I finished a bowl of noodles in a while. Even the soup is clean. Look at him satisfied. My heart is warm. It turns out to make a meal for someone you like. Chuyi's injury is gradually improving. I can get out of bed and move around. He's still the same. Hide in the study when you have time. When I walked into the study with tea this day, he's writing fast, rice paper rustling. The ink smudged in the inkstone. Black shine. Still writing, I put the tea on the table. Curious to approach. What story is written this time? Chuyi put down his brush and rubbed his wrist. Passed the manuscript with a smile. The protagonists are a couple who are faking a marriage. Deal with each other at first. Later, they gradually fell in love with each other. I went into the manuscript. The plot of the male protagonist being injured by the female protagonist. This is clearly what we wrote. You are me pushing the manuscript back. Whisper as we wrote. Chuyi came to me, gently pinched my face. Warm fingertips, sort of. After all, Shar's story is more interesting than the book. My heart beats fast. Hastily bowed his head. The ink dripped on the rice paper and ironed a small ball of black. Chuyi looked at my red ears. Eyes full of tenderness. Why are you shy? No, I was stubborn. But dare not look up at him. Chuyi smiled. Stop teasing me. Just pick up the manuscript and keep writing. And I sat down and I sharpened his ink. Look at his serious profile. There were ripples in my heart. Perhaps this coping marriage. There will be a different ending. 1 month after moving into the palace, Chuyi and I went back to the Grand Master mansion. As soon as I entered the door, Mother Rong took my hand. The corners of his smiling eyes are wrinkled. You look so much now. Good cheeks are fleshy. Chuyi took good care of you. I leaned on Mother Rong's shoulder. Warm heart. Mother, I am very happy now. Don't think about the past anymore. Mother Rong wiped away her tears. Put a piece of osmanthus cake into my hand. Just be happy. I used to worry that you couldn't get out. Now I'm relieved to see you like this. Father Rong sits opposite, holding the book but not reading it. And he looked up at me. Gently nodded. Chuyi says he will be handed over to you. You have to treat him well. Solemn salute. Father-in-law, don't worry. I will, he said seriously. Not like acting. Mother Rong kept serving me dishes during meals, talking about homely things. Chuyi sat next to me, helped me block wine from time to time. He also helped me shell shrimp. Looking at the relieved look of my parents, I swear to myself, you must have a good life. Don't let them worry anymore. After returning from the Grand Master mansion, Chuyi said he would take me to the street for a walk. I hesitated and said yes. After all, since Ningzhen came back, I rarely go out. The streets are lively. The howling of hawkers and the laughter of children. The bells of the carriage and horses are intertwined, filled with fireworks. Chuyi took my hand and walked in the crowd. Protect me carefully. I'm afraid I'll be squeezed. You see that sugar painting? Chuyi pointed to a small stall. Eyes full of excitement. I looked in the direction he pointed. An old master is painting on a slate with sugar syrup. After a while, a rabbit was drawn to life. Cooking bought one and handed it to me to taste. So sweet, I took a bite. My heart is also sweet. While eating, I suddenly saw a group of people in front of me. Take a closer look. It turned out to be a stall selling picture books. Chuyi's eyes lit up, pulled me over, picked up a picture book and flipped it up. Come on, why do you like picture books so much? Laughed and said that there are all kinds of stories in the picture book. There is joy, there is sadness, like our lives. And I also want to write my own book for more people to see. Look at the light in his eyes. I suddenly feel that Chuyi like this is very dazzling. When you go to West Street, we pass by a hairpin shop. There are all kinds of hairpins in the shop. There is gold, silver and jade. And jeweled. The dazzling ray. Go in and have a look. Ask me with a smile and nod. Follow him into the shop. The shopkeeper saw us coming. He hurriedly greeted the two distinguished guests. What kind of hairpin do you want to buy? Chuyi picked up a plum blossom hairpin. The hairpin is a plum blossom carved from white jade. There are a few tiny pearls on the petals. How about this one? He held the hairpin in front of me. It suits you very well. I took the hairpin. Compare with the mirror. It's really nice. I was about to say I like it. Suddenly I saw another corner of the shop. Ning Zhen and Miss Yan are also there. Miss Yan is holding a red plum hairpin in her hand. It was the one Ning Zhen bought for him at the hairpin stall last time. My heart sank suddenly. The plum blossom hairpin in his hand has also become heavy. She sensed that something was wrong with me. Follow my gaze. Soon understood. Just ignore them. He took my hand. Softly say we buy ours. I nod my head. Take a deep breath. Put down the plum hairpin. Pick up a simple and elegant hosta. I like this one. Chuyi paid. Help me put the hosta in the bun. It looks good. He smiled and said it looked much better than the plum hairpin. I didn't look back when I walked out of the shop. Those about Ning Zhen's past. I really don't want to touch it anymore. It rained heavily the night I returned to the palace. Raindrops crackled on the window lattice. It's kind of upsetting. I sat by the window, looking out the window. Eugene was a little confused. Chuyi came in with a cup of hot tea. Sit next to me. What are you thinking? Nothing. I took the hot tea and took a sip. Warmth in my heart. Softly. Are you still thinking about what happened at the hairpin shop? And I was stunned. In fact, I have let go. It's just uncomfortable to see them. It's normal, Chuyi sighed. After all, you have liked him for so many years. How can you put it down? But it doesn't matter. Take your time. I'll be with you. His words flooded into my heart like a warm current. Then I looked up at him. Chuyi, thank you. Why are you being polite to me? Chuyi smiled. In fact, I used to like a girl too. At that time, I thought it had to be her. It was only later that I found out that it was just young and frivolous. I asked curiously. Then she married someone else. I'm slowly figuring it out. Chuyi looked at the rain outside the window. The eyes are a little distant. Life is so long. There will always be better people and better things. I nod my head. I suddenly feel enlightened. Yeah, life is so long. Why should I stay stuck in the past? After Chuyi's injury was completely healed, he said he was going to teach me how to ride a horse and buggy. After all, you can't keep bothering others when you go out in the future. There is a gentle white horse in the stable of the palace. Chuyi said it was called Snowball. Don't be afraid, Snowball is nice. Chuyi helped me get into the carriage. Sit by yourself. I will be with you. I nod my head. Hold the reins. I'm still a little nervous. Chuyi patiently taught me how to drive, how to turn, how to stop. I always had a hard time at first. The carriage is either going too slowly or go too fast. Chuyi is not impatient. Just teach me over and over again. And you encourage me. After practicing for an hour, I can finally drive skillfully. Ride the carriage while driving the carriage on the path of the palace. Very comfortable. I learned. I turned back excitedly and said to Chuyi. She looked at me with a gentle smile. I knew you could. As the sun went down, we drove the carriage back. Look at the cooking around you. It would be nice if it could say like this. After Chuyi's words are written, sent to the bookstore in Beijing. Not long after, the bookstore wrote back and said they would like to publish his story. Also paid a part of the manuscript fee. The day I received the reply, Chuyi is very happy. Pulled me to the best restaurant on the street. Ordered a table of dishes. Rangxi, my picture book is about to be published. He raised his glass, eyes full of excitement. I can also make money by writing picture books in the future. I smiled and nodded. Raise your glass. Congratulations, Chuyi. Seriously, if not for you, I may have given up on writing notebooks long ago. My heart moved slightly. I didn't do anything. It's all the result of your own efforts. Chuyi drank a lot that day. Then more talk. He told me about his childhood. Tell me how he liked writing notebooks. Said he wanted to write more and better books in the future. I sat and listened. Interject a few words occasionally. My heart is full of joy. It turns out that watching the person you like realize is such a happy thing. After the story was published, Chuyi's fame is growing. Many people enjoyed the stories he wrote. There are even people who come to the palace to visit him. Today, Chuyi and I are receiving guests in the front hall. Suddenly I heard the maid say that Ning Zhen was here. My heart sank. I don't know what he's doing here. Ning Zhen walked in, wearing general armor. He looks a little haggard. And he looked at me. He looked at Chuyi again. Finally set your eyes on me. Longxi, I have something to tell you. Chuyi holds my The hand whispered, I will accompany you. We followed Ning Zhen to the gazebo in the garden. Ning Zhen looked at me, eyes full of regret. Rongxi, I know I was wrong. It was my fault before. Shouldn't let you down. Can you give me another chance? There were no waves in my heart, just calmly said General Ning. Let bygones be bygones. I'm doing fine now. Chuyi is very kind to me, but I'd rather say something. But it was interrupted by Chuyi. General Ning Rongzhen has chosen me. Don't bother anymore. Chuyi's tone was very firm. If you are really good for him, I wish him happiness. Rather look at our clasped hands. Finally understand what. And he sighed, turned away. Look at his back. I have no nostalgia in my heart. I have found my own happiness. Won't look back. My birthday is coming up. Chuyi asked me what gift I wanted. I thought about it and said I don't want anything. As long as I can be with you, I will be very happy. Chuyi smiled, didn't say anything. Birthday. I thought it would be as mundane as usual. Unexpectedly, Chuyi gave me a big surprise. He took me to the backyard. It's filled with lanterns. There is also a table, cake on the table. Chuyi said, this is what he learned from merchants in the western regions. Fruits and snacks. Do you like it? Chuyi looks at me, full of anticipation. I nod my head, eyes full of emotion. Happy birthday. Ruxi. Chuyi handed me a brocade box. This is a gift for you. I opened the brocade box. Inside is a phoenix hairpin. The hairpin is a phoenix made of gold. There are also a few rubies on the wing. Extraordinarily dazzling. It's too expensive. I'm a little embarrassed. It's not expensive. You deserve the best cooking. Pick up the phoenix hairpin and stick it in the bun for me. Look how beautiful. That night we spent eating cake and chatting in the garden. Went back late. While lying in bed, it turns out that being treated with heart is such a beautiful thing. Chuyi's mother, Princess Anne. I have been praying at the temple before. I just returned to the palace recently. Learned the news of his return. I'm a little nervous. I don't know how to get along with him. The day Princess Anne came back, I greeted him at the door early. She was wearing a beautiful princess dress. He seemed kind. You must be Rongxi. She took my hand and smiled and said, I've heard Chuyi mention you for a long time. Say you are a good girl. I was relieved. He smiled and said that the princess had overpraised. I have a lot to learn. Don't be so formal. Just call me mother. Princess Anne patted my hand. We will be a family from now on. If you have anything, just tell me. In the days that follow, Princess Anne is very kind to me. Chat with me often. He also taught me how to make dim sum in the palace. She sees that we get along very well. Also very happy. I knew you'd get along. She smiled and said, and I was so grateful. It turns out that the relationship between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law can be so harmonious. She said he would take me on an outing outside and I said yes. After all, I have been in the palace for a long time. I also want to go out and get some air. We rode in a carriage to a meadow outside the city. The grass here is green, full of all kinds of little flowers, like a colorful carpet. Chuyi took my hand and walked on the grass. The wind on my face, with the aroma of flowers and plants. Look, there are butterflies over there. I pointed to a group of butterflies not far away and said excitedly. She smiled and said that if you like it, we will chase it. We chased butterflies. Laughter echoed in the grass. When you are tired, you sit on the grass and rest. Chuyi took out a blanket and snacks from the carriage. We talk over a snack. God is enjoying this beautiful time. As the sun sets, we reluctantly went back. Sitting on a carriage, I leaned on Chuyi's shoulder. The heart is full of happiness. This is the life I want. Simple and beautiful. After the publication of Chuyi's very well received, many readers urged him to write a sequel. Chuyi also has this plan. Begin to conceive the plot of the sequel. He is sitting in his study today, staring at the manuscript in a daze. I came in with tea and smiled and asked what was wrong. We're stuck. Sighed, yeah. I don't know how to write a sequel. I always feel like I can't write the first book. I sat next to him, picked up the manuscript and looked at it. In fact, you don't have to put too much pressure on yourself. Just write according to your heart. Readers love your books. It's because your story is real and touching. Eyes full of gratitude. Thank you, Ruxi. Every time I encounter difficulties, you can encourage me. We are husband and wife. Of course I want to support you. Chuyi was inspired. Pick up the pen again and start writing down. Can accompany him to realize his dream. Nice. Then I heard the news of Ning Zhen. Miss Yin doesn't really like him. I just took a fancy to his general status. Later, Miss Yan's family committed a crime. He distanced himself from Ning Zhen in order to protect himself. She also married a wealthy business person. Ning Zhen was deeply shocked, drinking all day. He even resigned as a general. Some people say that he later went to Mount No Return. Never came back. When I heard the news, my heart was not at all moved. After all, he chose the ending himself, and I already have my own happiness. Qi looked at me. It's all over softly. I nod my head. Take his hand. Yeah. We have to live our lives well. Mid-Autumn Festival. The palace held a family reunion. Brothers and sisters of Princess and Chu Yi and my parents are here. And they sat around a round table in the courtyard, eating mooncakes while admiring the moon. Princess An gave me a piece of mooncake. Smile and say, "Zixi, I made these. You try it." I took the mooncake. Take a bite. Sweetness on the tip of the tongue. The mother is delicious. Mother Rong looked at me with relief in her eyes. Zixi sees you so happy now. Mother is really happy. Rong's father also nodded. Qi, you have to treat Zixi well in the future. Can't let her be wrong. Qi stood up. Solemnly salute father-in-law, mother-in-law, rest assured. I will. That night, it was a great time. Laughter echoed in the yard. Looking at the relatives around you. This is the home I want. Warm and harmonious. I always feel tired after winter. And often nauseous. Qi is worried about me. Took me to see the imperial doctor. After the imperial doctor checked the pulse, he smiled. Congratulations, the princess is happy. When I heard the news, Qi and I were both stunned. After reacting, Qi hugged me and said excitedly, "Rongxi, we're gonna have a baby." I leaned into his arms, eyes full of tears. These are tears of happiness. After returning to the palace, Princess Sin and my parents are very happy. Told me to take a good rest. Pay attention to your body. She even spoiled me into a princess. Don't let me do anything. Walk and chat with me every day. Look at him cautiously. It turns out that pregnancy is such a happy thing. After getting pregnant, my appetite became I can't eat a lot of things. Cooking is worried. Go to the kitchen in person every day. Make me all kinds of snacks. And sometimes he would even tell me stories. Tell the plot of the book he wrote. Make me happy. Princess Sin also often visits me. Brought me a lot. The tonic also taught me how to take care of the baby in my belly. My parents also often come to the palace. Grandma Rong always holds my hand. Talking about the precautions during pregnancy. Under everyone's care. I had a great pregnancy. Every day I touch my belly and talk to my child. Looking forward to his arrival. Cooking also often lies on my stomach. Listen to the baby's movements. A happy smile on my face. When the spring flowers bloom, my belly is already big. Today, I suddenly felt a stomachache. Princess Sen and Qi quickly sent me to the delivery room. I was sweating from the pain in the delivery room. Almost give up. Qi kept calling my name outside the door. Give me encouragement. Rongxi, come on. I believe you can. I don't know how long it's been. There was a baby cry from the delivery room. Born. He's a young man. Steady woman shouted excitedly. Hear the cries of children, and I breathed a sigh of relief. Tears also flowed down. Qi rushed into the delivery room and took my hand, eyes full of heartache and joy. Ruxi, you have worked hard. I looked at her and smiled and said, "No, please look at our children." Steady woman took the child and put it by my side. Little kids, the skin is wrinkled but cute. I gently caressed her cheek. This is me and Chuyi's child. It is the crystallization of our love. People are very enthusiastic about naming their children. Princess Sin said to give the child an atmospheric name, promising in the future. Rong's father said to give the child a cultured name. I hope he can read poetry to the fullest. She thought about it for a long time. It's better to call it Chunyanghi. The thought is the thought of missing. West is the west of Rongxi. I wanted him to know that I loved his mother very much. Nod your head, okay. It's called Chunyanghi. Everybody thought it was a great name. They all agreed. Looking at the child in my heart is full of happiness. Our little home is finally complete. Chunyanghi gradually grew up, become more and more cute. She's smart, and she's understanding. He often pestered Qi to tell her stories. He will also follow me and call me mother sweetly. Qi's painting book is getting better and fame is growing. He is no longer the straw-bag prince who only likes to write. He became a famous writer in Beijing. Many people envy our life, say we're a match made in heaven. I play with my children every day, looking at Chuyi's writing book. At night, our family of three sat in the yard, looking at the stars and chatting, enjoying this beautiful time. Sometimes I think about the past, remember Ning Zhen, remember those sad days. But now I'm not sad anymore. Because I know the past is all for me to encounter better cooking skills, encounter a better life. Another spring, Qi took me and Chunyanghi to the mountain of no return. The mountains and plains are like a fire burning, still so bright. Chunyanghi ran excitedly among the flowers. Qi took my hand and walked behind. You see, the Yin Shan Hong here is still so beautiful. Chui smiled and said, I nod my head. Yeah, it's just that now I have you and Nianqi by my side. Rongxi, thank you. Thank you for coming into my life. Make my day so beautiful. I leaned on his shoulder and whispered, It should be me. Thank you for accompanying me out of the shadows of the past. Give me a happy life. The wind blows through the flowers. Bring bursts of flowers. Looking at Chui and Chunianqi beside him, I thought to myself, it turns out that the old dream will eventually pass. New life will always come, and I found my new life. My happiness.